What is happening, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Thursday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 7 games on tonight's main slate. As I do in every video, I'm using FanDuel as the salaries. I'm going to give you guys 5 of my favorite value plays, one for each position. And we're looking to have a big bounce back from last night. Last night, really nothing went right. We had Jeremy Sohan and, Trey Jones going down. So that was tough because I had them filtered through all of my lineups against the Kings. It was the right thing to do. Just didn't work out. And then in the after hours slate, I gave out for free. And, after hours is usually 2 games. That second game was an absolute blowout, just ruined the slate. It made it that you should have stacked the first game to win any sort of money. So, all in all, just a bad luck slate. We got a good looking slate here tonight. Again, 7 games. There's some value out there on the board for sure. So give this video a like. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel for all of my weekday videos. Point guard, it's going to be hard not to go back to LaMelo Ball after last game. His price went up $700, but it's just not enough in my opinion. He should be like $9,500 to $10,000. He seems to be almost like $1,000 underpriced still. His minutes, there's no issue with his limitations or anything from his injury. 37, 36, and then 39 minutes. We can project him from 36 to 39 minutes here tonight. Again, we don't expect him to have that 70-point game like he did last game, but now we know his ceiling. He's got a 60-plus point ceiling, and his floor should be fairly high tonight against the Bulls. It's a good matchup. He's going to be matched up with Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White and Alex Caruso. Caruso's a good defender, but, he's kind of a utility bench role guy. I do think LaMelo Ball is going to have another great game here tonight. Anytime the Hornets play, the game's going to be, there's going to be a lot of tempo in that game. The Hornets have bad defense, but a good offense. So they're always a good team to target. LaMelo Ball at 8,700 looks like a nice spend up once again. Shooting guard, there's no, if you follow, I follow Underdog Fantasy for updates. It looks likely that the Warriors are resting their main starters. It seems vague, but if you've been playing NBA DFS, you know what that means. They've done it before, and when they say they're going to, rest their main starters, those main starters are Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green. Jordan Poole is never part of a resting day, so we can expect him to be the number one guy here tonight at 7,000. He needs 35 fantasy points to hit value. Being, the main guy with the ball in his hands tonight against the Nuggets, he's going to project for, easily over 35 fantasy points. So this is definitely something we want to keep an eye out on. The game's at 9 o'clock Eastern. There's a good chance we still get this news before lock because it is a resting thing. From now until lock, there's a good chance we get that confirmation. But even if we don't, we can expect those starters to sit. There'd be no reason to even mention this if there was a chance that they do play tonight. So I think, we're going to see these value Warriors once again. It's going to be hard to not have at least 3 of them in your cash lineup. Jordan Poole is a great play, and that leads us into Jonathan Kuminga. You could also look at DiVincenzo, all these guys. You could even mix in Moses Moody, not as confident of a play, but Kuminga, DiVincenzo, these guys are just, plug-and plays here. He's going to have a good chance of starting tonight to see 25-plus minutes. Will easily be a fantasy point per minute guy with all these Warriors starters out. So Kuminga, he's going to shape up to being one of the best values on the entire slate, assuming that these starters are out. So 4,400 makes for a fantastic price on Kuminga. Power forward, this is an interesting development here tonight. It's huge because not only is Jaren Jackson doubtful, but they have a matchup tonight where they can't afford to not have bigs. So Jackson being out, there's going to be a good chance that we see the Grizzlies start Xavier Tillman and Brandon Clarke next to each other. This might be the one and only time this year that they do that. Steven Adams out, Jaren Jackson doubtful, against a team that you really have to start two bigs against, Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. I like Tillman more than Clarke. He is cheaper. He has the chance to play more minutes because he is bigger. He's been playing more minutes than Clarke as of late. But it's not out of the realm of possibility for you to put both Tillman and Brandon Clarke in your lineups. I really don't know who else they could start at power forward other than Brandon Clarke. It's a 7:30 Eastern game, so we should get news on what they're going to end up doing before lock, but I do think for sure Xavier Tillman will be starting as a big. Brandon Clarke, I'm going to say more likely than not, is going to start alongside next to Tillman, but my power forward play in this video is Xavier Tillman. He's been playing really well. 4,700. His hit value in the last 3 games. In the last 2 games, he's seen 25 plus minutes, and then with no Jaren Jackson, we can project Xavier Tillman to, see 30 plus minutes here as long as he stays out of foul trouble. Shapes up to be an awesome value play. And then again, Brandon Clarke is not off the table either. Center, we're going to probably see Looney start tonight. He falls into the category with Jordan Poole of, starters that don't sit on these rest days. Looney really never sits. He's been playing mid-20s in minutes. He has been coming off the bench. But tonight, with Draymond Green most likely out, they're going to need someone to cover Jokic. Is there a chance that Looney gets into foul trouble against Jokic? Yes, but you don't not play someone worrying about foul trouble. Looney, him and JaMychal Green are really going to be the only big men out there tonight. They're not going to be able to afford to rest Looney if they're resting Draymond Green. So Looney at 5,000 looks fantastic. He needs just 25 fantasy points to hit value. He looks really good at center. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a huge bounce back night. Again, like the video, make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.